Good morning guys, and welcome to another Vlogmas video. But to be honest, today won't be a vlog because I failed. I failed because on Wednesday I actually started a normal vlog. I started filming as usual. Then it all ended in the situation that I was driving over to Büdingen to a friend of mine. She's also an illustrator, and we were meeting there with another illustrator, and we were doing some things like sitting together, chatting a lot, and I simply didn't film at all. And it went on until I think 12 almost, and I had to drive back home for about 50 minutes, and I was super duper crazy tired when I got back home, and I fell asleep almost immediately after brushing my teeth and washing my face. And then the next morning I woke up and I really felt very awful. I was super tired. I was really, I don't know, my brain was a little bit foggy. I think it was just a little bit too much going on that day. And I also had to go to the doctor, or slash the how do you say it, the dermatologist. Is it this word? I don't know. But yes, because I have a little rush going on my back. It's almost, you can barely see it actually, but yeah, it's been going on for over 2 years now, and I really needed to yeah, get this fixed, slash get the information that this is nothing bad or nothing to worry about, and it's nothing to worry about, but I really needed this information by that doctor. So yeah, right now I'm rambling a lot. I didn't even open any door yesterday. I just, after the doctor, I just went straight on the sofa and just watched a few movies and looked at other illustrators' works. That's always helping a lot to make me feel better. But yes, I really pretty much didn't do anything interesting at all. That's the reason why there wasn't a vlog yesterday. And also today there's not a vlog. Technically it's just me talking a little bit about stuff that's on my mind lately. And yes, we get right into this soon after we opened two doors of this calendar. So we have door number 20, and it's a little person on a sled, and the door 21, and it's a little present on a sled. Yay! So the reason why I've been too busy was also that I got the information about a client I've been doing a job for, that he needs something else for that certain job. So like a little greeting card along with that other thing I designed for him. And the problem there was really that it's not been paid the best, and there were way too many things on top that I needed to do. And there was also a mistake by me, because I didn't really ask anything, or I didn't inform him about the fact that it's actually not okay to add 5 extra designs on top of one. I mean, it's not a complete new design, but it was I needed to arrange stuff a little bit around to make this the other designs. And I think all in all, everything took me for, like, I think even about 2 days to fix all that. And for that, the payment was only 150 euros, and that is really not good. I mean, we don't know yet how good this product is selling, and I'm also getting percentage of like royalties pretty much, but we don't know if that product is selling quite well. So I'm very curious about that, and I told him, yes, okay, sure, I'm going to make this last greeting card for him, of course, because once I've started a design or a job for someone, I really wanted to be completely done, even though the payment wasn't that good. But yes, I want everyone to be happy in the end, and not that there's something missing. But the problem was just that I was not expecting that there would be another greeting card. Oh, greeting card, my voice just was trembling a little bit. I already was really happy that everything was done, said and done then. And now he came back from vacation, and yeah, it jumped back on his mind that he needed something else, and that's really not cool, because now I have to open all the folders again. I have to see how did I arrange everything, and this takes really extra time, and it's worse than just doing everything on one day and then it's done and then you can send it out and everything's cool. But yeah, that's sometimes how it goes, right? And the best, you know, the best thing would be then that the payment would be better, then I wouldn't complain at all. But in this case, since I've already really overworked this thing, it's really not that good. He's also planning another project with me, but I already told him that I first want to see how the first one is going, and then when I see, okay, yeah, it's paying out now, then I can start the other project. Because again, we need to be super careful with our time, and once we start to overwork something and the client takes it for granted, if you know what I mean, that's not a very professional way for that matter. Yeah, that's the reason why I was like, okay, let's please see first how everything's going, and if we see that it's really selling well, then we can think about another design. Yeah, and that's what's going to happen now. And the other thing was, the day when I was at my friend's place, I got a call from a lecturer, and she was really super stressed out right before that whole Christmas time and everything. She had so much work on her hands, and really she was super busy, and I can totally understand that it took so long. But yeah, she told me that she needed something else for a certain book, which is also being paid. That's cool. But yeah, that came on top of my planning for January. So now I have to hurry a little bit with my vlogging stuff, because I need to get everything pretty much out of the way, especially the first design I was talking about, so I can start fresh into the new year and be prepared for everything that's coming up or still might be coming up. Yeah, because I'm still waiting for the manuscript for the next book I'm illustrating, and that shall be quite interesting. Yes, and so these are unexpected circumstances I'm right now being confronted with. Today I'm drinking black tea, by the way. And that is the reason why I'm not, or I didn't really do anything yesterday, because I really wanted to get the energy back to be ready for all these projects now. I already made a to-do list, because it's really good to get all these thoughts out of your head, like what you all have to do and think of, and just write everything down, and then you can just check it off and everything shall be good. But yeah, something else I really wanted to talk about today, to make this a whole video thing and not only a very short, well, it's not short, I've already talked for a few minutes now, but there's something else that's really on my mind, and I don't know why this comes up every now and then, but I often have the feeling that I don't know, when it comes to relationships, and I mean not relationships with really very, very close friends, because of course with very close friends I feel super comfortable and everything. I mean more like with friends that I'm meeting every now and then, and I don't see them very often. I sometimes get the feeling that I'm not important or not interesting enough to be contacted by them, if that makes sense. Like sometimes I really don't feel like I totally understand if someone has a really cool relationship and people are calling each other all the time, and sometimes I'm having the feeling that I'm not that interesting, or that I'm not worth a phone call. I don't know why that is. I think it has a lot to do with the time back then when I was a little kid, and with Also with my sister, I mean, we have a really good relationship, me and my sister, but there were just very many moments when friends of mine would find her more interesting than me, or at least I saw it this way, even though it wasn't like that. I mean, it's always when there's a new person, normally you should be interested in that new person. And for some reason back then I really thought they found her more interesting than me. And for some reason that totally stayed on my mind up until now sometimes. And I have the feeling that these sort of thoughts got worse since the day when I started to work from home and I didn't really have that much contact or daily contact with other people anymore. Because before I started my freelance career, I was also doing that roller skating thing. I had training like 3 times a week, so I would meet 3 times a week, I would meet my group of girls there, and I never had that thought of not being interesting or important there. Never ever. And all that just started when I was becoming a freelancer and not having that much contact to others. And I really want to get rid of that feeling again, because actually deep inside I know I'm not boring, and I know I'm a friendly person, and I know I'm a very gentle person. I like to help people, I'm a good listener, and these are really not, I'm very self-reflected all the time, and I guess sometimes a little bit too much of that. And I constantly think about, am I doing this the right way right now? Am I listening enough? I don't know, I'm just constantly worrying if I'm doing the right thing right now. And that just started to be like this within the last year, I think, to become really something very big in my life. And always thinking about me, being right. And I don't know how to get rid of this. I think it'll be something that's a part of me for the rest of my life, but I have to learn to either live with it, or on the other hand to try not to think about this too much and make this a bigger theme that it actually is. And I don't know if you guys have the same feelings every now and then. I think especially people who are working as a freelance illustrator or are artists in particular, I think many of us are really, I don't know what's that voice again, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Yeah, I think many artists are actually people who are very self-reflected people. And yes, I think we just see the world in a different light. We are more like viewers. You are my viewers, hello viewers. But yes, I am a viewer too, because I see the world and I see everything that's happening around me, and sometimes I'm not feeling that I'm part of this. I don't know if any of what I'm talking right now makes any sense, but yeah, I just wanted to get this out of my mind right now. And yes, I think it has a lot to do with self-respect, self-love, but it gets really tricky when you already know who you are and you already know that you're not a bad person or a boring person, but for some reason you still sometimes feel like you're not worth it. I don't know. It's strange. But yeah, I think I should stop this right here, because I've been already filming for about 20 minutes. And now I really need to cut everything, because today I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm also meeting up with my mother, and she really wants to buy some flowers for me for Christmas, and she's really stressing about it, even though I said that it doesn't have to hurry, or yeah, we can do this after Christmas, or I can do it myself or anything like that. But she really wanted to get this out of her head, so I respect that, and I'll go flower shopping with her today. And also I have to go to Fuxie's place, and also have to put the dog outside, which will be a combined situation actually. But yeah, the other thing I also want to do is actually start that design and get that out of the way. And There's just so much stuff going on, and I even had to cancel my date with the girls in Gießen for tomorrow. I wanted to go there and bake a few Christmas cookies, but it would have taken me the whole day, and I simply don't have the time to spend the whole day in Gießen because I have so many things to think of and get out of the way before Christmas starts now. And that's a pity, because I pretty much had all December to do stuff like this, but I didn't know that I had to do this. So now I have to do it. I'll get back to you tomorrow, and I'm sorry for this very short ramble video, but I wanted to really already load something up. Otherwise I would have been afraid that I wouldn't have made it in time. And yeah, so I wish you all a good night and sleep tight, and leave me any comments on what you're doing when you have any self-doubts and what helps you to be in love with yourself and not worrying too much about everything that's going on around you. Or have you just accepted that this is a part of you being worried a lot? And yeah, just give me a few tips how to get over these kinds of times. Maybe it's also the weather. It's really rainy and dark outside still. That's why I'm having this light on right here. Okay guys, so I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching, and thanks for being there, and thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm really happy about every single one who's come into our club here, and yeah, welcome. And I'll see you later.